Well, it's Uncommon Fossil. One of the cards from Paradox Rift that I am excited about is Earthen Vessel. It lets you discard a card from hand and then search your deck for 2 basic energy. So having this card is useful in a lot of ways. And what I'm thinking about it now is this the card that's needed to finally make Gardenia's Vigor viable, right? With the Gardenia's Vigor, you draw 2 cards. If you draw any cards this way, you attach up the 2 grass energy cards from your hand to one of your benched Pokemon. So it's only to the bench, not the active, which is you have to be careful. So you need a lot of switching in the deck for that. But the big problem in the past, the Gardenia's Vigor, is you can't get the energies in your hand reliably. So now Earthen Vessel gives us that opportunity. So playing 4 Earthen Vessels and for Gardenia's Vigor in a deck. And what I want to use that to power up, I want to use it to power up Regidrago V-Star. Where is it, by the way? So a very nice attacker, a nice box-style deck, and this is a very basic set of Pokemon for Regidrago V-Star. And I played Regidrago in the past. I enjoy it, and I enjoy this box-style deck. Apex Dragon for 3 energy, grass, fire. So you see why you need Gardenia's Vigor. You need to get 2 grass on, plus the 1 fire, so potentially you can power it up in 1 turn. What you do then with the attack, you choose an attack from a dragon Pokemon in your discard pile and use it as this attack. So we have a number of attacking Pokemon. The other thing that we have here is Star Legacy. This is a very nice V-Star power ability. During your turn, you may discard the top 7 cards of your deck, then put up to 2 of them from the discard pile, 2 cards from your discard pile into your hand. And it doesn't have to be just from the 7 you discard. It's any 2 from the discard pile. And obviously you can get back Boss, you can get back Gardenia's Vigor, you can get back any 2 cards you want. Really good. And of course we want to get these Dragon Pokemon in the discard pile, so it's a ability that makes sense with this deck. And it is a really nice ability. I like this and using this for sure. Oh, and I do want to make mention of the V. This first attack, Celestial Roar, you don't really want to attack with. You discard the top 3 cards of your deck. It's okay if any of the energy cards attach them to this Pokemon. So it can set up the next turn. But what I do in some games is you use Dragon Laser for 3 energy, the same energy cost, grass, fire. Does 130 damage to the active, and then it also does 30 damage to one of your bench Pokemon. So it gives this deck some bench sniping. Not huge, but 30, you know, the right matchup when you're taking the knockout for 130 and you start building up 30s on the bench does help out. So don't forget that attack. I tend to sleep on it, but it is more useful than I give it recognition. Recognition for. It's a 4-3 line of Regidrago V. All right, getting into my attacking options. Duraludon VMAX, really good, does 220 damage. That's the most damage you can do without the downside of discarding energy. So very nice there. And then it hits through effects. So anything like Mimikyu, any walling Pokemon, don't worry about it. You just hit through it. So that's very good. That Skyscraper ability does not apply to the Regidrago because that ability is not on the card, but the effect of hitting through, that does apply because that's part of the attack. So that does apply to the Regidrago V-Star's attack. We playing Dragonite from whatever that set is. I'm bad with these set symbols. What is it, Lost Origin or something like that? It does Energy Hurricane. It's 4 energy regularly, but hey, we only need the 3 to attack, so that's good. It does 180 damage. That's a solid number. Then you search your deck for 3 basic energies, attach them to your Pokemon any way you like. So it's a way to power up a second Regidrago while still doing 180 damage. A lot like Arceus V-Star, of course. So very nice option there. Noivern EX, a very situational Pokemon, but quite nice in those right situations. So it's why it's nice in a deck like this. You discard it, use it if you want it, but ignore it when you don't. So Covert Flight does 70, and then during your opponent's next turn, you prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon. Again, this Pokemon is the attacking Pokemon. It's part of the attack, so therefore your Regidrago V-Star is immune to attacks from basic Pokemon, a nice walling option. And then Dominating Echo does 140, and then during your opponent's next turn, they can't play any special energy or stadium cards from their hand, and that causes certain decks a lot of trouble. So remember those 2 options. What else do we have? Then the 2 big attacks in a lot of ways. Although, look, these are all very good attacks. There are situations. Lost Impact on Giratina VSTAR. You're never going to attack with Star Requiem, so don't worry about that one. But Lost Impact does 280 damage, so the biggest damage output, but you do have to put 2 energies cards attached to your Pokemon into the Lost Zone, so that's not great. So just be aware of that, right? It's a very good attack, right? When you're one-shotting Arceus V-Star and stuff, you're going to feel good about it. But just be aware you're losing 2 energies, so hopefully you have some other energies in play to attack with. And the energies can come from any of your Pokemon, so you think through which Pokemon you want to attack with the following turn. And then the last attacker, certainly not least though, Goodra, Hisuian Goodra V-Star Rolling Iron does 200 damage, a very respectable number. And then during your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon, which of course is the attacking Regidrago V-Star, takes 80 less damage from attack. So it's already 280 HP. You add 80, so it takes 360 damage to one-shot it. And you have no weaknesses as Dragon Pokemon, so really tanky there for sure. Okay, so what do we have for some support Pokemon? We play one Radiant Greninja. Right, conceal cards, discard an energy, draw 2 cards. That's kind of the engine. Although, we have Regidrago V-Star Power. And then we play a Squawkabilly EX. You can only use it on turn 1, but Squawk and Seize, you discard your hand, draw 6 cards. So good there. We need those Dragon Pokemon that discard out to attack with. So really nice ability for this deck. And a Motivate, occasionally you might attack with it. It's 1 colorless energy, does 20, and you put up to 2 basic energy cards in the discard pile onto one of your bench Pokemon. And hey, if you have nothing else to do, you do it. But usually 20 damage isn't worth the 2 prize liability, but it's there on a rare occasion. Then Leafeon V, an important part of this deck to set up how do we attack turn 2. You attach mainly turn 1. Leafeon V has Greening Cells. You can attack with it too. I tend to forget about that, but it's grass, colorless. Of course, we have grass and fire energy. We can attack with Leaf Blade, but it's here for Greening Cells. You search your deck for a grass energy and attach it to one of your Pokemon. Shuffle your deck. This ends your turn. So the end of your first turn, because you're not usually attacking turn 1. If you go first, you're not attacking at all. You don't really have much of a meaningful attack on turn 1 anyway, for the most part. You accelerate into energy, so you attach 1 energy by hand to that Regidrago V, accelerate a grass to it, and then on your next turn, evolve to the V-Star, manually attach from hand, and your Regidrago V-Star is all powered up to attack. So really works pretty well to get things set up. And then, of course, as I mentioned at the start, we have Gardenia's Vigor to add another bonus. What do we have for energy? 5 fires, 8 grass. You could probably, I'm always tend to be a little energy heavy, I could admit. So maybe you could go to 4. It's a little dicey. I like having 8 because the Gardenia's Vigor build. If it wasn't Gardenia's Vigor, I wouldn't play this many. But I do want, you want energies in hand when you have Gardenia's Vigor. So playing a couple extra energies does help with that. All right, getting at the supporters, already hit the Gardenia's Vigor. The other supporters, 3 Professor's Research is really good. 2 Boss's Order, 2 Iono, and 1 Zinnia's Resolve. That one's played less, so I'll just quickly read it. You can only play this if you discard 2 cards from hand, which is good, of course. We want to discard, so discarding 2 of our attacking Dragon Vs, always good. Then you draw a card for each of your opponent's Pokemon in play. Sometimes it does draw you the most cards. You can draw up to 6 cards potentially, and sometimes you just want to use it just because of the discard. So I like it as an option. Those are the supporters there. Do play a Mesagoza, so that's the only 2 Mesagozas. That's the only stadium. We want to be able to bump Path, I think, because I do like the V-Star power on Regidrago. And it lets you flip a coin, right? If heads, you search your deck for a Pokemon, which may be a Regidrago V or a V-Star, or it may be some other Dragon Pokemon that you want to discard with Zinnia or Ultra Ball. So the other Pokemon card, I already said I have Ultra Ball for Ultra Ball because that is just a super, super good card. You discard those those Dragon Pokemon you want, and then get whatever you need into hand there. And then 3 Nest Ball, obviously very good there. We need switching, as I said, because Gardenia Vigor only accelerates to the bench. So 1 rope and 3 switch cards. So 4 switching cards in total. All right, and then what else do we have? We need to get back energy and cards. So 1 Super Rod, get back Pokemon. up to 3 Pokemon and or basic energy from the discard pile into your deck. Just good there. And then we have 2 superior energy retrievals. This is another good way to get energy in hand besides the Earthen Vessel, right? You discard 2 cards from hand, put up to 4 basic energies from the discard pile into your hand, so you can get those 2 cards to attach with Gardenia's Vigor, plus 1 to attach per turn, and even a 4th energy that you can discard with Radiant Greninja if you want, right? Because you could potentially use all 4 on 1 turn. So that's the list. That's the 60. I've been playing the deck some, revised the list. I'm pretty happy with it. Let's take a look on the ladder and see what we can get done with the deck. All right, I got to say I've been pretty happy with the deck. I've tweaked it a little bit as I've been going along, but it's a pretty solid deck. The Earthen Vessel really does help the man, it's tired late in the day. The Vigor, the Gardenia's Vigor. Sorry, I just added a Giratina in the deck because I like it, but I kind of don't like it. It's a love-hate relationship. Obviously, 280 damage is really good with it. Okay, so what am I going to put in the active? It's a good question. I'm going to put the Leafeon in the active. It's not good, but I think I just got to roll with it. Duraludon, okay. With grass, though, so they have something else there too, right? All right, that's nice. Done there. I don't have anything to get like the Leafeon out of play, so that's one downside to it. I don't think I can afford to. Actually, I could Earthen Vessel. I was thinking I'd like to use Radiant Greninja, but I've got to get energy onto the board too, of course. That's got to happen, right? So, yeah, I'm not attacking this turn. That's okay. I don't want to put down Squawkabilly. I actually have Research, right? And Research is a good card. So, I could. I'm not going to Iono. I think I'm going to Research this turn. So what do I want to do? I want 1 to attach and 1 to. Do I want to get an energy into hand? I think I just want to fail it. I think I might be making. No, I wanted to. No, I messed up there. I definitely messed up there. So that was bad. I needed energy because I needed to Ultra Ball. Anyway, that's not a good turn of events at all. That was really stupid on my part, actually. So I'm going to get down to Giratina VSTAR because he does blow him up, right? I'm going to Research here. I really botched that play. Botched this turn hugely, right? Hugely. Wow. Maybe I need to make that. Maybe I need to play Squawkabilly, huh? I guess I need to Oh, that's not good. But I'm gonna have to squawk this turn because it's just too good a hand to squawk away. Is what it is. All right. So I need something else to discard. So that's what I want. Because I have Noivern, I just got too good of pieces to discard. So I'm going crazy this turn, quite frankly, right? And I do have one more. Get Dragonite, get him out of the way. And now Squawk. I could set up Radiant Greninja. I guess I'll do that. Just set up a single prize. They might want to boss me, which is fine. If they want to boss me, I'm okay with that. But it makes them use the boss, right? Makes them use the boss. So that's a nice get for sure. I don't know why that one Regidrago is not highlighted. Yeah, kind of weird. So anyway, so accelerate. I have some draw for next turn. Okay, get that grass down. It's not a bad hand. I have Zinnia's Resolve, discard 2 cards. I have all the attackers in the discard. I think I have all 5. So that's a nice start. I did not sequence it properly, right? I got a little lucky there. I'm also very vulnerable. I have 5 prizes. They only have to hit through one Regidrago V-Star to win the game now, right? Because they have Radiant Greninja, Squawkabilly, and Leafeon V, and I can't get any of them out of play the way this deck is built. I can't get all 3 out of play anyway, so so they're gonna get their V-Star down. If Mesagoza stays in play, that's a big plus for me too. I have the grass energy. I like this hand. If they choose to, it's not the greatest hand ever, though, honestly. If they Iono me, I'm not going to cry about it. They might want to gust something up. They could one-shot the Squawkabilly, so they might do that. But, it makes them use a boss, and that's not the worst thing in the world. Like I said, making them use their resources. Look, it's a smart use of the resource. I wouldn't fault them for bossing up the Squawkabilly. Adventurous Discovery, okay. Because they want to get the Duraludon down to power that up. So that makes a lot of sense. Duraludon's a tough guy to hit through, right? That's part of the reality there. I do have Boss, though, so I can blow up a Duraludon. I like that, right? I do like that. So, but I have to get the energy. I need to get my evolution down. So if I flip heads here, I boss and take out the Duraludon, and I'm in I'm very happy situation, right? Because then they don't one shot me. I need to hit heads though to make that happen on Mesagoza. Because I lost the Radiant Greninja, which was my draw piece. Well, let me flip. So okay, well I could. That gives me some options too, but give me the heads. I don't want to. Give me heads. Yes, I like this. I like this a lot. So get him down. Take out the Duraludon because he's scary. He's a tanky guy, and I will blow him up with my Duraludon. I haven't done anything to get my other. So I want to just do 220, blow you up, and there we go. Because I don't want to have to discard 2 energies, right? You don't want to use Giratina VSTAR in that spot. That would be okay. This is really good. I like this. I can evolve. I can attach. I can maybe use Gardenia's Vigor. Hope I draw an energy. 2 grass energies if I'm really lucky, right? I do draw for turn. So I have a chance of hitting. I'm down to 8 grass energies in deck. So because I cut it, I was playing 9 before. I cut it to 8, which is still a high number. I tend to go overboard with things like energies, recovery cards. I'm always afraid of running out of things, and I know that's one of my weaknesses. I acknowledge that, but it still makes me nervous, and I still want to play decks that I'm comfortable with, right? Let's see what happens if things go well here. I will use the Giratina VSTAR attack, but I want to be able to attack next turn also, right? So it's a little tricky there, right? So 180. He's going to get knocked out though, right? Probably. So I think actually I don't mind discarding energies off him. So I need to get energy. That's really nice. So let me flip heads. Just to thin the deck, really. I'm going to Gardenia's Vigor. All right, that's okay. Evolve. No, it doesn't matter about evolving, right? Gardenia's Vigor. I get at least 1 energy. I'd love to see a grass energy into hand. Okay, so you go there. That's okay. You're going to go there. You're going to go there. And I'm okay with this hand. I do want to blow him up, right? I'm pretty sure I blow him up. So I do have save my V-Star power. Save my V-Star power. So let me do the 280 damage, right? I'm going to get rid of energy from my active because he's weak. So I will do that. I can't recover those at all. Obviously, that was energy retrieval, but I can't also even rod them back, so they're lost for game. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, look, I may get hand disrupted. If I don't get hand disrupted, I have game, right? I have superior energy retrieval. I put 2 energies on, I switch, and I blow up the active. Even if they switch into a single prize in the active with this hand, I gust up the multi-prizer. So right, they may be gonna retreat into Radiant Alakazam. I don't know. But if they can't disrupt my hand along with it, they do lose the game. Leafeon, I mean, that's a good play because I think, right. I mean, unless they should have gone to the other Regidrago V. Okay, so are they going to do a switcheroo? No, they're not switching. Okay, well, they have given up a game with that. So that was a play. I have enough cards in hand. The odds, I need 1 grass energy is all I need, right? They know that. So anyway, so that, and I even drew into it, so that doesn't matter. So I take my attack, 280 damage. So I'm glad, I put Giratina in the deck, because I don't like getting rid of those energies, but obviously it's really good too, right? It's a must-have in the deck, right? I was like, okay, you're being dumb. Just suck it up. Be willing to lose on those energies because it's worth doing 280 to one-shot cards like this. So there the deck went, did its thing. I really do think Earthen Vessel has given a huge boost to Gardenia's Vigor, and certainly that's a big plus for Regidrago. All right, let's see if we can get a nice game to show the deck off. I've got a good game before this, so I'm not in a case where it's like, oh, I've got to. Sometimes you're playing decks. At least I'm playing the deck a bunch, and like I haven't gotten a game to show this off. But this deck is working pretty well. It's winning a lot more than it's losing, and Gardenia's Vigor is getting pulled off. Earthen Vessel is useful, so the deck is winning. The deck is working the way I want it to. It's showing off the pieces. The pieces I put in the deck are good. It's all coming together in a happy way, and I have a video already, a game I can show. So looking for another game to top things off with 3 mulligans. Wow, that is a lot. Doesn't happen like that much at all. So, okay, all right. It's not terrible. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here, I got to say. So what do I want to do here? So I want to get Giratina V-Star in the discard pile. Do I want to squawk? I don't think I want to Squawkabilly, do I? So I want 1 of each. That'd be good. All right, I'm going to be a little questionable here. I'm just going to put down Leafeon V, set myself up for next turn, right? I've got my 1 attacker, but I don't want to use Giratina, I got to say, because with this board state, it's not going to be good if I do that, right? Because I have 3 energies in the hand, and I have none in the discard. But I'm just thinking about researching things away, and I do have Regidrago V-Star's ability. I might want to use that instead of research. I need to kind of. I gotta say I don't want. My concern is if I have attack with Giratina V-Stars, I have to discard 2 energies. And there are times I really don't like it, and this would be one of them. I really want to do. I'd like Goodra's attack. That's what I want. I want to be extra tanky. Okay, well that's awkward for sure. Probably should have attached. They should have probably used Radiant Greninja first, but that is what it is. All right, Pokestop's not bad, actually, for me, right? Because the deck could play Pokestop because I do need to get Pokemon in the discard pile, right? So Pokestop's maybe the play I want to make here. I do play a bunch of switching cards too. Well, that's okay. I have research. I got to make sure I discard him. So let's see what I draw into, what I lose. One. Okay, so all right. So I'm gonna play this down. Am I gonna research? Right. That's one of my big questions here. I want to get him down. I could get Radiant Greninja down. I could do that. But let's take a look at all. The Dragonite helps me. If I can get Dragonite in the discard pile, then I'm a happy camper too. I need what's the switch? A rope and 3 switches. So I'm going to bank on. I'll grab him. Do I want to use my V-Star power first or research first? I think research is actually pretty good here, right? I'm thinking I'm going to research. So let me do that first. Well, that's pretty good too, right? So I guess I will do this. I need a switch card, right? Do I have a switch card? Oh man, the deck's hating me there. Okay, so I think I'll grab a Giratina, I guess. And maybe I bump their stadium? What do you think? No, I think I want an energy, right? Let me go back and grab an energy. Just setting up for next turn. This is not gone the way I wanted. Oh no, I don't want another guy down, right? Maybe I do. Nah, I don't know if I do. Okay, so what's my energy situation here? I'll grab these 2 guys. That's not bad. Just kind of thinning, but also I do want a Leafeon here and just use my greeting cells. That's okay. I mean, I can't believe I missed the switch, right? I mean, 4 switch cards, you know, that was a bit unlucky there, is what I'll say. But that happens, right? That happens. So Gardenia's, I probably only want to, well, if I sit with this hand, I might want a Gardenia's 2. I might want to put down the 3rd Regidrago. I might want to do that. Just look, there's advantages to switching, right? Switching can be a plus. So we'll see what happens. So the Tyranitar, which is tanky, 250. So I can't. Can I? What's his HP? 340. So I can't one-shot him, right? So that's a downer for sure. I do want to blow them up, but the Lucario puts damage on itself, right? So I don't know what they're going to do. Going to get back at least the Pokemon, I assume, plus 2 energies. That makes a lot of sense. They haven't used Barrel yet, so switching might be just be thinning before the Barrel. I don't know. Damage on themselves, which of course, but they could attack with him, but they really want to 120, 130. He does 130 right now, so we'll see what happens. So so the Tyranitar is scary. Okay, so Koraidon, so he's going to power up here. And I can one-shot Koraidon with the Giratina. All right, so what are they? Okay. I mean, that's not ideal. I don't love that, I got to say. In fact, I don't like that at all. That is what I will say. I don't like that play. That's a nasty play to me. I mean, look, it's a smart play, obviously. I can't fault them for that play. But that doesn't get me to where I want to be. But like I have 4 switching cards out of those 20, so decent odds of hitting it. So I want to actually I'm going to Pokestop because the odds are I hit a switch. What did I lose? Okay, Noivern's good too, right? Noivern, I like that. So what are my attackers here? I have Goodra. Goodra is really the guy. and I have Giratina. Okay, so that's very solid. So I want to switch. I'm going to evolve you. What do I want to do? Do I want to take out the Lucario? I could no, I don't. I think I want to. So I'm going to put Gardenias here, draw some cards. So put one there, put one here. Oh, I can't. It has to go to the same Pokemon, right? Okay, so that's okay. I forgot, but that's all right. So power him up and just end attack. Do 200, so I take less damage. I have another attacker set to go. I can switch into. I forgot, I haven't played Gardenias a bit, and that was really sloppy. And I hadn't run into this wanting to do this yet, but wanted to split up the energies. I forgot it only goes to one. That's the way Welder was better. Welder was better in a number of ways. You drew 3, not 2, and you could split up the energies, and it could go to the active too, if I recall correctly. I think you could split it up. I think I trying to remember. It's been a while since I played Welder. Really enjoyed that card. So, but anyway, get him evolved, start attaching energy to him. What is it? 4? No, I think I played 5 fire energies. So, so they're evolving slowly. So that's kind of nice too. I mean, the problem is, you're gonna have to rare candy to evolve the other guy. So you can attack to damage your bench with him. Which they want to do that, I assume. They want to use that second attack. Because I could gust up the Lucario still, and then they don't have any damage counters. So they lost all those cards. That's good for me. Do I have... I have Dragonite as well. So I can power up this other Regidrago V-Star. That's what I want to do here. Okay. I mean, I want to do something besides that, though. I really do. I gotta say. Okay, so I want to boss somebody up too, right? So who do I want to take out? Do I want to take out him? Do I want to take out him? I don't want to take out the Lucario either. So, all right, I'm going to just gust up him because you're protecting him. So that means he's a good target for me, right? And I'm going to attach here. And I'm going to attack. And I want to use the energy acceleration attack, right? It does... don't I have that one? Oh, I can damage the guy on the bench too, right? What's the... where's the one that does the energy acceleration? I don't see it. All right, so I'll do that, and I'll just keep piling the damage on here. And, okay. I think it should have had that effect. I didn't see it in the text there, so I got a little scared. Right, but I do have Dragonite Energy Hurricane 180. Did I miss it in there? It does 180. Oh, it does 180. Okay. So I probably should have done that one. Okay, so they may be going to attack with him. So they might be able to blow me up here, which I don't like that, right? I don't like that at all. Actually, what I can do here is this attack does 30 to the bench, right? So I'm going to... Which attack is that? It does... I think it's off the Regidrago V. So I could do 130 to the active and 30 to him on the bench. So I can take out one of their bench pieces. I'll take out the Babero probably, right? I think I'll take out... Oh, no, Riolu's who I want to get rid of, right? Take him out and take out the Lucario so they can't get damage down next turn, right? So they can't do the big attack. They can't do big damage. They can only do 150. They can't do the 250. So that's a nice play, I do believe. I do believe that's a nice play. So there, good job, good job. Blows me up, but he's down to 30. So that's very nice. All right, I'll take out the Riolu, take out the Lucario, just keep powering him up. Yeah, let me get, I'm going to attach here. I'm going to boss you up because that's the kind of guy I am. And I will take 2 prizes. Yeah, the Energy Hurricane. I didn't think it did as much damage as it did. That's why I was a dummy, right? So 130. 30 there. So take 2, so 2 knockouts. Very nice there. Oh, they changed. Look at that. It used to be you knocked one out, you do the prize. Knocked the other out, you do the prize. Now they streamlined it where they both get knocked out, one right after another, essentially simultaneously, and then I draw some energy. So that's very nice. They're not going to one-shot me, and this is a nice position I'm in. Oh. Okay, so but they still don't one-shot me though. They don't. They do 250, right? 250. So they're gonna two-shot me anyway at this point. Although they need, they don't right now they can't get 2 energy on, right? So I'm not sure right now. 2 boss. Does the deck play a 3rd boss? That's one of my big questions here. One of my big questions, for sure. So actually, Superior Energy Retrieval seems like a really nice card to play. So just 120. I reduce it by 80. I mean, I think he's going to blow me up. I'm pretty sure he does, right? Let me take a look at my deck for a second, right? All right, there's no boss there. There is rope, though. Oh, there is rope. Rope probably isn't what I want, though. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to Energy Retrieval, get rid of you, and get rid of you. 2, 3, 4. Boom. I have the Giratina, right? So I think I use Giratina, and then they're going to knock me out anyway, right? I assume. So I want to get in the position of if he attacks again, I take him out, right? Yeah, I like this play. I like this play. Get rid of the energy off of him. Okay, there we go. Liking this a lot. What's my Gardenia's Vigor situation? I have 2 left, so because I could draw into 1 potentially, so they're going to attack me. Luminous, so I guess that's so they can attack with Gengar, which does what? 2 damage counters? Oh, for each of my bench, so okay. So 250, but they gave up there, so they are admitting defeat with that attack. So there we go. The deck does well. It's a fun deck having a box-style deck with multiple attackers. It's an easy box because the energy is just what's on the active. So I will just attack. I will do... it doesn't really matter, but I will do 200. I knock him out. I take 80 less next turn, but game, set, and match. So, well, just game, right? But good job. So the deck really, it's performing well. So there we have it. So really, it's a nice deck. Don't be afraid to try it. I do think that Earthen Vessel has given new life to Gardenias. Is it the best thing in the world now? Gardenias, no, but I think it's viable. maybe, or at least it's not as bad as it was. I think it may actually be viable. Anyway, give it a try. Let me know what you think and have some fun. Take care.